After a roller coaster of a week for Kanye's Vultures 2 rollout, things are not looking good, and I've got quite a few thoughts on what he absolutely needs to do to successfully drop this album.
I love leaking!
If we take a look back at the Vultures 1 rollout, there's a few things that are missing from the Vultures 2 rollout that Kanye needs to accomplish. Vultures 1 had its first official single drop all the way back on November 22nd of last year, but I'd say Talking, which released on February 8th of this year, was by far the more important single, with it largely serving as promo for the album's release 2 days later. Along with the single drop, Kanye also made up a music video with North that further helped promote both the song and the upcoming Vultures album release. I'd say it's a no-brainer for Kanye to do the same thing with Vultures 2, and the obvious single choice has to be Field Trip. It's no secret that a huge factor of Carnival's sustained success is the inclusion of a Playboi Carti feature, and with how many guest voices are on Field Trip, I could see it reaching a much wider range of people combined with the large fan bases of Carti and Kanye. Field Trip would include fans of Don Toliver, Lil Durk, Carti, and even Kodak Black, who now has a section on the song. And not to mention that it's already very popular over on TikTok due to the snippet that leaked a few weeks ago. It just makes the most sense to focus on Field Trip for Vultures 2's first official single and music video because it has the most advantages going for it with all the artists and its current popularity. The only issue is Kanye has yet to debut his finished vocals on the song, despite us having reports that it was done quite a while ago. Regardless, there's no denying the promotion power of a single and music video, and Field Trip is the obvious perfect choice for Vultures 2. One thing that's been up in the air throughout the rollout is where Kanye will be dropping Vultures 2. He's basically got three options: drop on streaming and his website simultaneously, drop on his website first and then streaming later, or drop only on his website and not on streaming at all. Based on everything Kanye has said, including this clip from his most recent interview with Big Boy.
How will the album go out? You know what I'm saying?
You mean the next ones?
Yeah.
You know, we talked about like how a movie, like Dune, we went to go see Dune, and they'll keep that movie a month, 2 months before it goes to a Disney, streaming, Netflix, Hulu, or something like that.
I think the most likely outcome is that Kanye releases Vultures 2 offline first before bringing it to streaming platforms potentially a month or two later. He could just release the MP3s via Yeezy.com, but he's also got a web app titled Yeezy Direct he could utilize, or he could go full mobile application and tap into the people currently working on the Yeezy app. Above all, he just needs to make a decision about this whole thing and announce it so everyone can stop worrying, and based on what we know, a staggered release with streaming coming second is my pick for what Kanye should do to satisfy both his wishes and the wishes of his fan base. The listening parties for Vultures 1 were very deliberately set up in my opinion. Kanye had two very rough live events at the start with a largely unfinished album, and then ended with two very polished live events and a cohesive finished product. It's been amazing hearing Vultures 2 previewed so much in the past few days, but it's time that Kanye finally does a full dedicated V2 event like the previous Chicago and New York ones. He could choose to just release the album as soon as he's done with it, but I would personally hope it gets debuted in a live setting with a dedicated produced show, because that made the Vultures 1 release so much more epic. Of course, a dedicated Vultures 2 LP means Kanye actually has to finish the fucking album, and that means full vocal involvement from both him and Ty on every song, along with every sample being cleared. Sample issues really hampered the Vultures 1 rollout and caused the song Good Don't Die to basically be permanently unlistenable on streaming platforms. So far, we know of a few Vultures 2 samples that would need to be cleared on songs like Take Off Your Dress, Believer, and the untitled 070 Shake track. as I know, Che Pope is primarily who handles clearing samples for Kanye, so the two of them need to lock in and get everything cleared so we don't have a repeat of the Donna Summer situation with Vultures 2. If Kanye wants to continue his chart and sales domination with Vultures 2, then he should look no further than everything I suggested in this video. It's simple really, it's just 5 steps. 1. Release a new single and music video, which should be Field Trip. 2. Decide on a release platform. 3. Do a full Vultures 2 LP. 4. Clear the samples. And 5. Actually finish the fucking music. Kanye is already well past his original deadline, and things are only going to get more intense from here on out, and I am very curious to see what moves Ye makes next. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let me know down in the comments if you agree with my checklist for a successful Vultures 2 drop.